that we had to produce isopack maps using the thicknesses of the distal tephra layers that we identified in the deep sea core. And we also produced isopack maps for proximal deposits of Tanikat 1 eruption, where they are the most common in the Western Sumatran region. So through the isopack maps, we were able to use classic eruption volume estimation methods such as the Legros or other more sophisticated methods that I won't go into detail here. But feel free to look at the paper for some of the details. So in terms of eruption source parameters, this here I refer to the potential eruption height, the volume, time meaning duration of the eruption, 1000 whenever it happened during the Holocene. So for this paper, only the Tanikat 1 eruption, which is about 4.9 thousand years, had sufficient proximal outcrops to estimate these eruption source parameters. So we combine, this is a schematic diagram of some of the outcrops that we identified in the field, and some of the locations as well as how the outcrops look like physically in the field. And this figure can be found in the paper as well. So through the field work, we were able to obtain average aerometric mean of the 3 main axes for 5 largest lithocopolis plus, and this forms the basis of the isoclif depth that will allow us to apply it to T-error, which is a MATLAB program written by Sebastian Byers, and we were able to estimate the eruption source parameters for this eruption that occurred 4.9 thousand years ago. So, in terms of some of the results, proximal stratigraphy record, we identified many proximal eruptions as I summarized at the beginning of this presentation. So some of the juvenile blast compositions for this volcanic blasters of the proximal deposits range from basaltic to low silica rhyolitic, and most of them belong to this range, except for the Marapi deposits, which have more unique compositions in terms of tracker andesite. In terms of the distal tephra record, the juvenile blast composition range from andesite to rhyolite, but most of them, as you can see here in the diagram here, concentrates within the low silica rhyolite range. So we also obtained trace elements glass compositions for these tephra layers, and we find that the lanthanthorium and zirconium yttrium plot, these trace elements are able to discriminate between these different eruptions. As you can see here, the Malintang tooth can be clearly discriminated from the Tanikat tephra and the Maninjau tephra. So this is an example of whenever major elements are unable to differentiate between deposits, we can use trace elements. So this graphical approach is combined with statistical analysis to support these tephra correlations. So as I mentioned, we use PCA, principal component analysis, and hierarchical cluster analysis, HCA, to confirm these correlations. So on the figure on the right here is HCA or hierarchical cluster analysis dendrogram. Here you can tell that the Malintang erupted all grouped within the same region of the plot. The Tanikat eruptions as well, and then the remaining eruptions such as Maninjau, Ranau, Tooth, Jujun, and Marapi can all be distinguished quite well.